Hi dear students, welcome to Geeta's classes. Now we are going to see the revision of Unit 2 of M1. So in Unit 2 again we are going to see like mind map only. In Unit 2 first topic is eigenvalues. From there eigenvectors. Using eigenvalues, for every eigenvalue you can find out eigenvector. What is eigenvalue? If A is a square matrix. First point, you can find out eigenvalues and eigenvectors for square matrices only. That is the first point you have to remember, not for all the matrices. Okay. So how will you find out the eigenvalues? You will write a determinant of A minus lambda I. Lambda is any number. A minus lambda I is equal to 0. You write this matrix and equate that to 0. You will get one equation in lambda. And solve for lambda. Solving for lambda. Suppose if A is a 3 by 3 matrix, you will be getting lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3. Okay. Now, for each lambda 1, you have to write this matrix A minus lambda I into x is equal to 0. That is, using this Ax is equal to lambda x. Using this, you can write A minus lambda into x is equal to 0. For each lambda, you have to find out capital X. Okay, that is corresponding to every eigenvalue. You can find out one eigenvector. Another important point, eigenvector cannot be equal to 0. All the values, suppose if you write, if it is a 3 by 3 matrix, we will write A11 minus lambda, A12, A13 and A21, A22 minus lambda, A23 and A31, A32, A33 minus lambda into XYZ. We will write the equation like this, XYZ or X1, X2, X3 is equal to 0. Now, 3 equations you will be getting in 0. Maybe all the 3 may not be different equations. You may get a single equation or 2 equations you can get. So, solving between them, you will get some proportionate values. So, definitely x need not be unique. You will get infinite number of values for capital X. Okay. That is another point, and x cannot be equal to 0. All the 3 values x1, x2, x3 cannot be equal to 0. That is another point, important point. And x is a non-zero vector. All the 3 values, that is very, very important. By seeing the equations, don't assume that 0, 0, 0 is a solution. It is a trivial solution like in homogeneous. Okay, because it is a homogeneous set of equations, you will be getting a trivial solution. X1 is equal to 0, 0, 0. We have to find out one non-zero value, non-zero vector x, okay, for eigenvector. It will not be unique also, and you will get infinite number of values, that is proportionate values. Okay, and we have some properties of eigenvalues. Sum of eigenvalues is equal to trace of the matrix. Trace of A. Eigenvalues of the matrix A is trace of A. What do you mean by trace of A? Sum of principal diagonal elements. Principal diagonal elements. Okay. Now, similarly, product of eigenvalues. Product of eigenvalues of the matrix A is determinant of A. These are all important for 2 marks, 3 marks. Using these properties, problems you can expect. Okay. So, product of eigenvalues of A is determinant of A. You know how to find out the determinant from the calculator, right? So, you should have practice for that also, so that you can find out easily without wasting much of time, right? So, product of eigenvalues, this one. Suppose if you have lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 are eigenvalues of the matrix A, then what are the eigenvalues of A inverse? It will be 1 by lambda 1, 1 by lambda 2, 1 by lambda 3. Suppose 2, 3, 4 are the eigenvalues of A. Then what are the eigenvalues of A inverse? 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4. And suppose if you want to find out the eigenvalues of A cube. So 1 by lambda 1 cube, plus 1 by lambda 1 cube, lambda 2 cube, and lambda 3 cube. That is, what are the values of eigenvalues of A? Accordingly, you have to find out. A inverse means 1 by. A cube means this one. Suppose if you want to find out the eigenvalues of 5A. So 5 lambda 1, 5 lambda 2, 5 lambda 3. That is, in general you can say K. Constant K. Eigenvalues of Ka is, you multiply each and every value by. Similarly, so here 2, 3, 4 are the eigenvalues of A. So what is eigenvalues of A squared? So 2 squared 4, 3 squared 9, 16. These are the eigenvalues of A squared. Okay. So these properties are important. Suppose if you are asked to find out the sum and product of for 2 marks, sum and product of eigenvalues, you need not find out the eigenvalues. Just find trace and determinant. Okay. And the next topic is Cayley-Hamilton theorem. In using Cayley-Hamilton theorem, you can find out, first thing is you can be asked for verification of Cayley-Hamilton's theorem. Another one, you can be asked for finding the inverse of the matrix, and you can find out the power of the matrix also. Okay, these three you can get from Cayley-Hamilton theorem. What is Cayley-Hamilton theorem? Statement: every square matrix satisfies its own characteristic equation. Satisfies its own characteristic equation. This is the statement of Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So verification means you find out lambda 1, lambda cube plus a1 into lambda squared plus a2 into lambda plus a3 is equal to 0. This is for 3 by 3 matrix. Maximum 3 by 3 only you will be getting. Okay. So you will be getting this equation. This is the characteristic equation. So satisfying means you must get a cube plus a1 into a squared plus a2 into a plus a3 is equal to 0. So it should satisfy. From this, how will you find out the inverse? You throughout multiply by a inverse. So a squared plus a1a plus a2i plus a3 a inverse is equal to 0. So bring this a3 a inverse. So a inverse is equal to minus 1 by a3 into a squared plus a1a plus a2i. Okay. So this is for finding a inverse. Similarly, if you want to find out a cube, so keep a cube here and bring all the other things outside. If you want to find out a power 5, throughout you have to multiply by a squared. So this equation will become a power 5 is a power 5 plus a1 a power 4 plus a2 a cube plus a3 a squared is equal to 0. You keep a power 5 in the left hand side, all the other things to the right hand side, minus of this. Okay. So like this you have to find out power, inverse and verification. 3 types can be asked in Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Okay. Next is diagonalization of matrix. Diagonalization. What is diagonalization of matrix? A matrix A will be given. Okay, any matrix, a square matrix A will be given. A be a square matrix. You can diagonalize it. That means a diagonal matrix P. You have to find out the matrix P, model matrix P, such that D is equal to P inverse A P, right? So you have to find out this P. How will you find out P? Find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors. So x1, x2, x3 and write them in the column wise. Then this is our P. then D is equal to P inverse. And what will be there in the diagonal matrix? You will be getting lambda 1 0 0, 0 lambda 2 0, 0 0 lambda 3. Only diagonal elements will be there in the diagonal matrix. Okay, we know this, but you have to write the procedures. How will you? First you have to find out the eigenvalues, then eigenvectors. Write the eigenvectors in the columns, then form the modal matrix, then you find out P inverse A into P. You will be getting this equation, this matrix. Okay, this is the diagonal matrix. This is called diagonalization. Then next topic is quadratic forms. In quadratic forms you can expect find the nature of the quadratic forms. Or you can be asked to reduce this to canonical form. Reduce the canonical form, and here you should be able to write the quadratic form to matrix and matrix to quadratic form. That also you should know. Okay, quadratic form to matrix and matrix to quadratic form you should know. If a matrix is given, you should be able to write the quadratic form. If a quadratic form is given, then you should be able to write the matrix. That is also the 2 marks. You can expect one question like that. So next is canonical form. Reducing quadratic form to canonical form by orthogonal transformation. By orthogonal transformation. Okay. So nature of the quadratic forms we have discussed. It may be definite, positive semi-definite, negative definite, say negative semi-definite, like that. And canonical form also we have. It is like diagonalization process, only extension of this diagonalization process. Okay. So with this second unit is almost over. I'll give you one particular problem. It is a different kind to find out the eigenvectors. How to find out these eigenvectors? Find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of 6 minus 2, 2, and minus 2, 3, minus 1, 2, minus 3, minus 1, 3. Find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of this matrix. So here you will get the equation. If you expand determinant of A minus lambda I is equal to 0, you will be getting this equation. Lambda cube minus 12 lambda squared plus 36 lambda minus 32 equal to 0. When you substitute this in the calculator, you will be getting x1 is equal to 8 and x2 is equal to 2. But we want 3 values, right? We got cubic equation and we got only 2 values. That means whenever you are getting like this, it means that either 1 is a repeated root. So possibilities are 2 values are there. Either 8 can be repeated or 2 can be repeated. Okay. So 8, 8, 2 or 8, 2, 2. So which is correct now? Either 8 is repeated or 2 is repeated. This you can find out here. 8 into 8, 64 into 2, you multiply, write the product, you find out the product of these values. So here it is 128, right? So here 8 4s are 32. So 32 is there in the constant. Therefore, the possibility is this one, not this one. Okay. You check the product and compare that with the coefficient, constant coefficient. Therefore, 2, 2, 8 are the eigenvalues. But now for 8 you will be able to find out one eigenvector. For lambda is equal to 8, the eigenvector as usual you can find out. X is equal to 2, minus 1, 1. This is the eigenvector corresponding to 8. Now for lambda is equal to 2, when you have this is applicable for when the root is repeated. Okay. So here you will be getting only one equation. The equation is 2x minus y plus z is equal to 0. When you write ax is equal to 0 form, you will be getting only one equation. All the 3 equations, even if you have 4 minus 2, 2 and all the 3 equations are going to be the same. Okay. So only one equation. So in this case, what you have to do is, usually two equations if you get, you will assume z is equal to k, right? Now you have to assume for z and y, two values you have to assume. So let k1, y is equal to k1 and z is equal to k2. So 2x is equal to y minus z, that is k1 minus k2. Or x is equal to, this implies x is equal to k1 by 2 or and minus of k2 by 2. Write them separately so that it will be easy for splitting. So now what is our capital X? X1, XYZ, right? XYZ. That is, X is what? K1 by 2 minus K2 by 2. Then Y is K1 and Z is K2. In this case, you have to split them. So K1 by 2. You write all the K1 terms in one matrix and K2 terms in the other one. So K1, here no K1, so 0. Plus minus K2 by 2, 0, K2. Okay. So now you take K1 outside from this. So 1 by 2, 1, 0. Plus minus K2, you take it outside. So minus 1 by 2, 0, 1. Okay. So now the eigenvalues are two eigenvalues for 2. Therefore, for x is equal, lambda is equal to 2. The eigenvectors are 1 by 2, 1, 0 and minus 1 by 2, 0, 1. These are the eigenvectors. For repeated values, you have to do like this. Okay. So practice more problems and do well. All the best. Thank you so much for listening.